podcast of Dustiny, episode 21. This is fucking awesome because this is a long-awaited episode in my mind. I've always wanted to do an episode here at Gracie's Tax Bar. Me and Chris have been talking about this for a long time, about trying to do one here, and it was just the perfect moment because he was on the comedy show that we just had here at Gracie's in the patio just now, and now we're doing this, and I've been I've been totally calm the whole
Yeah, no, nerves are very good.
Chris Banks, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Chris, you work here, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work here. So we are able to get away with this a little bit more because I work here. At any point, if someone's like, "What are you doing?" I can just say, "I work here."
Yeah.
And I did comedy tonight.
That's going to be a good thing for this episode, just like my own little bodyguard.
No,
I guess
definitely.
it's my bodyguard.
At any point, I can say security, and they'll come over here.
Yeah.
If you start asking the wrong questions, dude, I'm going to get Spencer over here.
So that was fun, right? The show was fun.
Yeah, the show's awesome. Awesome. It's your second one?
Yeah, the second one we did here. You actually used to run a show here at Gracie's.
Yeah.
Called
With Devontae.
Devontae Easby. He's been on the podcast before, too. It was called Disaster Classic. It had a good run. I mean, we had a lot of fun. Yeah. Honestly, towards the end, it was
we went from January to June. It was my first time hosting an actual show. We did the Zoom comedy. And like a lot of comics didn't like Zoom comedy. Understandably, we always took it kind of more or less as like a writing workshop. I never really even did a lot of sets on there, but it was really cool.
There was a time where there was nowhere to do comedy.
Zero.
There was a literal lockdown. And
when it came back too, it kind of still sucked.
Yeah. Like when live comedy came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you had the condoms on the mics.
Oh yeah, it was very limited and all that, and exclusive and all that.
Which, understandably so. I mean, but yeah, I remember doing those Zoom shows and like the hosting part of it was really beneficial. And like when we started, because you talk to a bunch of random people for 2 hours, every 5 minutes, you get good at that, and then. Really, like, we were doing the show outside, and it was hot as fuck, you know? And, like, Gracie's is a place where, it kind of sells itself.
Yeah.
So...
very DIY.
We would do it early. Like, you do the show early so that you can bring in people early, because at later, like, 10 o'clock to 2, people are going to come in anyway. And also... 10 to 2 people at Gracie's Tax Bar are not an ideal audience.
Yeah.
So you get like the people from like, that want to hang out till 8 or 9. That's a perfect little comedy audience.
I feel like, I've been here on Friday and Saturday nights where like people are just hanging out until after it's closed.
No, when we close the bar.
Yeah.
And if anyone who comes in here, I'm talking about you. Like these people will we'll push them out of the bar and get them out, and then they'll be out front still chilling for like an hour.
Yeah. I remember when like the This Week Sucks guys would come here and they would do an open mic on the street, like where
really?
people would you'd have to like stand. Like you would do it before a car comes. Like you do your time while you're waiting for a car to come, and if a car comes, that's when you're done or whatever.
Oh, really?
And I remember seeing that on their Instagram and stuff like that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Maybe we should.
That was before my time.
Oh, okay. You weren't working here at the time.
No.
This is probably one of the coolest episodes too in my mind because it's like we have. Oh shit! Yeah, what's up, dude? Hey, you could say something. What? Fuck. You know what? I know. Give me everybody's names again.
That work here?
Yeah.
All right. So right now, you can edit this in later. But right now we have Haley 1, Haley 2. We have 2 Haleys. I'm Chris 2. We have 2 Chris's. Haley 1, Haley 2. That's Stefan over there, the one that looks like a complete sleaze bag. And then we have Spencer, my roommate. who's very funny, not a comic. He always says, I'm not a comedian. And I go, that's bullshit. You are. You're very funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because you don't do stand-up comedy doesn't mean you're not a comedian.
Yeah.
But you're not a comedian. But
like, for the viewer, there is tons of people around us right now.
Yeah.
There's, like, the bar's full.
Gracie's has been very busy ever since Mars started working here, which is very tight.
Yeah, this is a Monday night. I can't believe how good the turnout is.
It's wild.
So, me and you have done a lot of sketches together.
Yeah.
We, a couple. We did
done like 4?
Yeah.
I helped write one.
Oh, yeah, we did.
The
Yeah.
The man on the street one. I put the mic away from my face.
Oh, yeah, it was about
this
4.
girl is drunk as fuck. Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Good.
Just chilling.
I just said, how are you? Okay.
Hey, that's we're having a good time.
They're having a good time.
Yeah.
Gracie's Tax Bar.
I feel like when I used to, I used to go over to your house all the time, and I had one apartment to write the sketches and stuff like that. And I hope I wasn't too complaining about smoke or.
No, I felt like we had a good. Well, we
like
still have.
Out front, we would like have cigarette, or you guys would have cigarettes and shit.
We have a good dynamic. It's like you helped me get on track, which was like I have a lot of ideas and I feel very creative. What's up,
I
dude?
knew this was going to be a weird one.
How are you? Do you want to say hi? We're doing a podcast.
Yeah,
No,
you
you're
can
good.
say hi.
We don't need a producer. This is Angel. Lean in. Say hi.
Hey. What up? What up?
What's up, guys?
It's
My
a
name's
podcast
Angel.
of Dustiny, actually.
I know. I've seen you.
Oh shit.
He's very, very attractive.
Yes,
He
very
just said
good-looking
we
guy
did
right
a
here.
video together, and we're actually talking about the videos we did right now.
Oh yeah.
He did the black and white one.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That was his.
Yeah, we both kind of
Yeah.
came up with that idea together a little bit.
You did so good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, we're still gonna do sketches.
We like this. We like
Yeah.
the randomness of this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it'll work.
Get the fuck out of here. Just kidding. Love you. All right.
But this is a popular place to even on a Monday night. It seems like you wouldn't be able to get shit done, like or not. Like with all the distractions, so many people here, so many friends working.
Yeah. It's definitely like.
I'm not
kind
trying to
of-
get you in any trouble or anything.
No. I can't get in trouble, dude. They love me here. I definitely could get in trouble. And I
Yeah.
have done multiple things that have almost got me fired. But Grace is the best boss that I've ever had in my life. I work at the best job I'll ever have. Like, that's not... Like, dude, it's become one of my passions. Like, I love bartending. Just like I love comedy, and I make music too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened with that album that you were recording?
The
Or you were
album,
recording, not an album, like a few songs. or something?
Yeah, and it was. So I do music too. I like comedy and I like music, and I have a bunch of songs done. But once we recorded the first song, and after that, then I like moved and did a bunch of other shit, and then I was dealing with a DUI, which sucked. And I didn't have a lot of money, but I've been paying for studio time, and I just need to get back in the studio.
Yeah.
I condensed it down to like 5 songs, and I want to do an EP. So this year, that's a goal of mine, is to put out the EP, and it'll be like, I'm taking what I think are my best songs, and then putting them out. I have terrible ADD, so I get not complacent, the opposite of that, where I'll get like bored and be like if I write a song, I'll like enjoy that for a week, and then I need to write something else. Like, it's very spastic.
I haven't been diagnosed, but I think I definitely have like ADD.
Yeah, no, I got diagnosed when I was in high school. I started failing. I failed one class. All my early childhood, my mom was like, "We're not putting him on drugs. That he's a normal boy, just like everyone else." And then the second I got to high school and started failing classes, when it actually matters what your grades are,
Yeah.
I got put on drugs immediately. And like they did the way that it works, that you have to go through like a vetting process,
Yeah.
And the first step is bringing a form to 3 of your teachers
Yeah.
and having them confirm whether or not they believe that your child has ADD, and unanimously they're all like, please put this boy on drugs. Like,
Yeah.
if he's not sleeping in our class, he's disrupting the class. And so, yeah, once I got put on Adderall, it was like I was just this zombie in class.
Yeah, I don't know how people do it. Like, I take, like, sometimes low-dose anxiety medication, and not even, like, I'll have, like, withdrawal symptoms, like, fucking crazy. Just from taking, like, low dose. It's like, how are people taking higher doses of this shit and, like,
I used to take, like, big doses. It slowly, like, increased in the milligrams, but I would do, like, extended and instant, and, like, it's weird because, like, now, if I were to take an Adderall right now, I would be like, I'm on a drug.
Yeah,
but when you're that young and you're on drugs, like, popping a pill like that is no different in my mind from, like, taking an Advil or something. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't able to assess how it was affecting me. I just wasn't hungry, and I was awake in class.
Yeah.
You know? And then it took a while to wean off of it, but I don't like... I probably should be on the medicine because...
I stay away from that shit because I can see... Once I take it, like, the next few days, like, when I'm withdrawing or whatever, I'm like, oh, my God, I can see how people can get fucking really crazy on this shit.
It's just... When you withdraw from Adderall, you just feel like you can't do anything. Like, you're in such a fucking slump. It's like it's like a hangover for 2 weeks straight. You just don't know how to do anything because you are so fucking productive. The problem is, if you're... What is productivity if there's no soul in it at all?
Yeah.
You know? Like, if you write a song on Adderall, it's like...
Yeah.
There's something lacking. There's, like, it's too mathematic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, but that can be a benefit, though, right? It could be a benefit to somebody creating something, like...
I mean, I remember taking Adderall one time, and for 12 hours straight, I tried to learn landslide because my girlfriend at the time's mom, she was going to record a cover, and for 12 hours straight, I watched a guy on YouTube play landslide, and I slowly over the whole day learned how to play it. And then it felt like someone had hit the tips of all my fingers with a hammer.
Yeah.
The next day, because
just like, oh yeah,
because you just play guitar that long, it like you're pressing down kind of hard, you know.
Hey, they say you're productive when you take Adderall. I mean, apparently it is. I mean, learning landslide.
Yeah.
That's got to be an achievement.
Dude, Fleetwood Mac, before they were cool, before the cranberry juice guy.
They got to add that to the list of things that you say that people on Adderall do, like fix a guitar or put a puzzle together, or
clean the fuck out of your room,
or
like,
learn landslide.
Yeah, like, dude, if I were to take Adderall right now and then go to the Container Store, I would get my whole life together tomorrow. Like, I would have a spot for everything in my apartment. When I'm not on Adderall, it looks like, as my mom would say, like, it looks like a tornado went through this room. You know? And
yeah.
I don't know. I've never been organized. I was the kid in school that, like, just my binder was like a stack of papers.
Yeah.
And then I would just take it out and file through.
Oh man,
like
binders.
a psycho.
I remember binders. I remember getting excited about going to back to school shopping. It was like what's something finders? What are the trapper keepers? I don't know.
Those are things that you...
I think that's like the 80s. I don't even think
it's elastic something or other?
Yeah.
Like an accordion thing?
Yeah, and then you'd have like...
Were you a lunchbox guy or a sack lunch guy? Did you bring lunches to school or did you buy lunches?
Yeah, I would buy lunches. I would definitely go to the cafeteria.
What's your favorite cafeteria food that you remember?
Oh, man. I think I just remember, like... In the morning, I would eat like French fries, like all like
at like 9:30 in the morning
with like ranch dressing and shit.
That's so wild. Yeah, you're having like full.
Who knows what's in that fucking ranch dressing that cafeteria Thunderbird High School makes?
I didn't know that ranch dressing was used. I remember like when I found out that you can use ranch dressing on things other than salads, it was like a spiritual awakening for me.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like information that the government should have been hiding from
No,
us.
it's just like why is ranch not always next to ketchup as an option?
Yeah.
And also, I am a. If we're on the subject of ranch, this is something that I'm also passionate about, just music and all that other shit.
Certain places have, like Gracie's actually has really good fucking
No,
ranch.
we don't. And
don't?
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
Security? No. But I am a connoisseur of ranch. I love ranch dressing. And store-bought ranch is almost always too sour for me. But if you all you need is the Hidden Valley packet, and then you add the buttermilk and you make your own mix, that's when it's good. We don't make a mix here. But actually, I will say I'm a picky bitch. So come to Gracie's, and a ranch dressing is good for most people. I'm a picky bitch.
Yeah.
But I will literally, this is how much I love ranch. I will be talking to my girlfriend, and we're gonna go get food, right? And I will say, I know I want ranch dressing tonight. I just don't know what I want to dip into it yet. Do I want pizza? Do I want wings? Do I want chicken tendies? Sliders at Chili's, dude. I used to dunk those
It almost
things
sounded
in
like
ranch.
you're like your dinner plans with your girlfriend was just ranch.
It
You're
is.
like,
It's
like, all right,
she's
so
the same
babe,
way.
what is it
Yeah.
gonna be? What kind of ranch tonight are we gonna have?
My bae is sitting right there.
Yeah. This is.
I don't want to interrupt her conversation. She's talking to a nice guy, but
Yeah. Nothing going on over there.
No. She's not gonna fuck Bob right at
You'd
all.
fucking fuck him up though. If you fucking was, right?
Dude, if you fucked my girlfriend, I would be single. That's for sure.
Spencer.
Hi, Spencer. Yeah.
I forgot. Where are you from? I forgot.
I moved here from Houston, born in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. That's why we thought of that good, or that you thought of that sketch idea about like a Southern hip hop rapper.
Yeah. No, I remember.
Like Petey Pablo.
Yeah, we had I remember one time going to the mall. Everyone would go to First Colony Mall. That's what you do when you're in middle school.
Oh yeah, we
and
could talk
I
about
remember this fucking. I said fucking. I shouldn't.
We've got. Wait, hold on.
His name is Pussy Bitch.
Shit.
His name is fucking that guy that just walked out.
Wait.
His name's Epstein.
No, really, like what?
Stefan.
Stefan. We got Stefan flipping us off on. I swear to God, I'm gonna like write everybody's names down. At
I tried to say
I'm just gonna
Jeffrey
study
Epstein.
them.
Sorry, I tried to say Jeffrey Epstein just then.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. The only way I could say it in my head was Juan Epstein.
Yeah.
Juan. I don't know. I thought of that, but no. In Houston, it was like, I don't know what it was like in Phoenix, but in Houston, there was during Lil Wayne's, like I said, Little Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
During Lil Wayne's astronomical success, like around 2008.
Yeah.
There was this period where everyone was trying to do mixtapes, right? And
more
so,
like lean, really heavy lean.
Oh, especially in
usage.
Houston. Yeah. I've done lean. And lean, by the way, anybody who talks about how much they love lean, they don't love the way that it makes you feel. Because it makes you slightly drowsy. It doesn't really fuck you up at all, but it tastes better than anything I've ever drank in my life. It is so good, and I mixed it with cream soda. A lot of people do the dirty Sprite thing.
Yeah.
I would mix it, and it's expensive as fuck. Like, for 4 drinks, and that's if you're only pulling up an ace, then an ace is 1 ounce. It was like, I want to say $60 per ace.
Yeah.
Or no, even more, maybe 75. I remember getting a faux for 300, and that's 4 ounces. Whatever.
Yeah.
But these mixtape guys, I'd go to the mall, and I remember one time in particular, and this dude was huge baggy shirt. You know, dude was probably 6'1".
Yeah.
Super skinny. Gigantic T-shirt with airbrush fucking gang signs on it and shit. And then
Hey, what else? What else? If you're hanging out at the mall all the time, I mean, you gotta do something.
Well, and this guy would chill right in the front door, right by the front door, and their business model's wild because they just start pitching you on this, like, yo, man, listen, man, I'm from the gutter. I just got out of jail.
For 4 cigarettes, here's what I'll do.
He's like, I just got out of jail, man, and look, I really turned my life around, and I decided to just dedicate myself to this rap shit. And honestly, like, I'm gonna give you a deal. Here's what I could do. I gave you this one album.
Hey, I saw you hanging out at the Hot Topic earlier.
Hey,
at the FYE.
When I saw you at PacSun earlier,
I knew you were into indie rock music.
I said, yo, this guy will get down on my music. He'll relate to this shit. And he'd be like, now look, it's always wild because they'll be like, now, because mind you, I'm talking to like a 45-year-old. Like, this guy's delusional, but I'm 12, so I'm scared to talk to adults at all. At this time, I was not a confident kid.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, now look, I can give you 1 CD for $15, or I can give you 2 CDs for $35, and you're going to take the second option. Or else I'm going to beat the fuck out of you.
This is a white guy, obviously, right?
No, black dude.
Okay.
Black dude.
I felt like it was like a lot of these white guys that would go there. To the
No. Like, like in Houston's so big that, like, you know, there's... Where I grew up in the safe suburbs of Sugar Land, Texas, which Sugar Land is its own city, but it's Houston. It's technically Houston. It's kind of like how you would say... If you're, like, you know, traveling to another place, you're like, where are you from? You wouldn't tell them, well, I live in Chandler, but actually I'm from Phoenix. Or it's pretty much Phoenix. You would just say I'm from Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like Sugar Land. And so it's still 30 minutes away from Houston, and there's a lot of different people in Houston. So you go to the mall. This dude's just trying to hustle and make, you know, CDs. The funniest part about it was everyone went to the mall at the middle school. So... I bought the 2 CDs from this guy, and his name was like Slim Wanksta or some shit. And I remember like going into my car and like being like, well, I'm gonna listen to this, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, like when you like invest in something, like you pay for something, and you're like, I probably wasn't even 16. Like I said, I was probably like 12 years old in middle school. $25 was like all I had.
Yeah.
You know, but this guy. I was scared of what was going to happen if I didn't buy the CDs.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, if you don't buy these, don't make me go back to jail.
Because it's like if you touch it, they're like,
well, that's the thing. That's the thing. They hand it to you, and you're like, oh, nice, free mixtape, and then they're like, now give me money.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but here's another one, and he goes, you can give this to a friend. Yeah. And like, I couldn't fucking pay somebody to take the free mixtape, you know, or the fucking dude's mixtape. It was funny because. I remember it coming up in conversation, and it was a girl I was crushing on.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that she went to the mall that same weekend, and she had the same CD. He did the same shit to her, and she bought one. So, like, all the kids in the school had this mixtape that they reluctantly bought, you know?
Yeah.
It was just funny. But that shit would happen all the time. You go to the gas station, dude's, like, trunk would be open with, like, a cardboard box full of mixtapes with like a shitty piece of computer paper that is cut awkwardly.
But also bands too, right?
In.
Like bands, like
I never had bands do it, but I wasn't really into bands as much, like at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't go to shows or anything. I would just in high school and shit. I would just like smoke weed.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
Yeah, I would smoke a lot of cigarettes, but I didn't smoke weed. But I would do a lot of cigarettes.
Dude, I was anti-smokes. I was anti-cigarettes. Wiz Khalifa at one point was like my god.
Yeah.
And like I stopped smoking blunts, and I was like, dude, fuck cigarettes, fuck all the drugs. All the drugs are whack as fuck except weed. Weed is everything, man.
Yeah.
And then someone gave me cocaine. I was like, this is way better than everything.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I have a propensity for drinking.
Yeah,
Drinking, I like that a lot more than smoking weed. Functionally.
Yeah.
Because drinking makes me happy and fun,
Yeah.
weed as I've gotten older. I realized too. We were talking about Adderall earlier.
Yeah.
The reason I was smoking so much pot was to maybe feel normal. Because if you're on Adderall and you smoke weed, you kind of feel I don't get high. I wouldn't get high. The weed and the Adderall do not.
It brings it down a little bit.
Yeah, I could smoke 3 blunts in a row and just be chilling, Now, if I smoke half of a blunt, I will call my mom, and start crying.
I can't handle the blunts and joints anymore just because of my sinuses get so fucking dried up and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I used to be able to handle that stuff. I used to be able to just smoke so much.
Dustin, we're getting older.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting older.
Something's happening with my allergies. I'm growing. I'm gaining a lot more adult allergies and shit that I'm just all of a sudden allergic to.
Dude, I got a DUI.
I always bring it back to the allergies.
Got a D. I'm glad you brought up the allergies because I haven't talked about this and I should.
Yeah.
No, it's not that serious, but I ride a skateboard all around downtown. We're in lovely downtown Phoenix right now.
Yeah.
And I live downtown. I work downtown. I don't really go anywhere else.
When's the last time you drove?
The night I got arrested.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that was November of 2019. It was such a good night. I had such a great night. We did a comedy show.
Yeah.
And then, got pulled over. Trying to get home. I was in Tempe, and I hadn't been in Tempe in a year or so.
Yeah.
Driving anyway. And I had a few drinks. I didn't feel that drunk, but my phone died, and I couldn't figure out how to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And so I just was aimlessly driving around, and then I remember pulling. I pull off to a side street, and I see this car parking near an apartment complex or something.
Yeah.
And I roll down my I roll down my window in the middle of the street because I didn't think anyone was behind me, anyone was in front of me, and I'm like, "Hey, do you guys know how to get on the 202?" And they're like,
"Why you're drunk? Why you're saying that? You're drunk, or?"
I'm asking them. Yes, I have had a few drinks at this point.
Yeah.
And I say, "Hey, do you guys know how to get to the 202 from here?" And they go, "Yeah, so what you're going to want to do is," and then the lights flash behind me, the cop lights.
Oh, God.
And comedy, I say to them, "Oh, never mind, I'm going to jail." And then got pulled over. It was funny. The guy who arrested me was an Asian fella.
Oh, okay.
And I found it funny, ironically funny, because at the time, there were 2 movements going on.
Stop Asian
And
hate.
one movement was fuck the police, but the other movement was stop Asian hate.
Oh, God. What a...
And, I was in a conundrum there because on one end, I want to fucking kill you, but on the other end, I want to protect you at all costs, my Asian brother.
Oh, I thought you were going to... It's a good thing you didn't say the latter,
The C word?
No, my police friends.
Dude, I'm not trying to get canceled from SNL, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
Hey, come here. Get on the podcast. Here, come here. This is Brandon Chung.
Yeah. He works at Gracie's. He's a big help.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. Yes.
Brandon, where do you work at?
I work, unfortunately, here at Gracie's. Or fortunately, here at Gracie's.
Yeah, Grace is going to see this.
Oh, hi, Grace. Hi. Oh, shit.
All right.
That's what we needed. That's what we got.
Yeah.
We wanted to incriminate you, and you're going down.
Look, we love Brandon, and we put up with his racism the best we can. No, he's just meeting our quota. Just kidding, Grace. Just kidding. Don't fire me.
So battery's gonna die pretty soon. Before we go, I kind of wanted to ask, what has been your reason for wanting to become an entertainer? Not necessarily just comedy or Just like what? Like, was there something that like?
I just want to fuck beautiful women. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
This
No,
is such
like,
a hacky question.
no,
I need
it's
to
not
stop
hacky. I think it's
asking.
interesting. No.
I know
no.
other podcasts mock it. Like sometimes, like, hey, so what made you want to
Dude,
be?
do whatever the fuck
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
do. I personally love when on comedy podcasts
Yeah.
people start talking about that because that's what I'm interested in.
I feel like I have interesting things to chime in with
Yeah.
that question, so
Yeah.
that's why I asked. So
No, I totally get it. I'm just cracking jokes,
yeah,
but
yeah. I feel
I
like it
love.
sets me up for sure.
I feel like I have always been like trying to like get people's attention. You know.
Yeah.
I've always been kind of somebody who. I don't like bothering people.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and so I don't ask people for a lot. I feel uncomfortable asking people for a lot. So I think that being the center of attention and making people laugh and feel things like I love doing music because when I do the live shows, I can make people laugh in between, and then I've made people cry before playing my music, and to be able to like elicit that emotion out of somebody and actually there's no better feeling for me than like get somebody granting me the opportunity to have the center of attention and then me making that time worthwhile and not letting them down. I remember when I was a little kid, like listening, I loved Linkin Park a lot. And I remember my dad had friends over and I was like, can I do a show for you guys?
Yeah.
And I would play the Linkin Park songs and then like I would be rapping like, no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just in here time. Like
Yeah.
fumbling through the words. But yeah, dude, it's always been something very natural. Making people laugh is like a defense mechanism for me to make friends.
Yeah.
And so I've always wanted to do stand-up. I remember not knowing.
It starts.
I didn't know what stand-up comedy was at all until.
It starts with
one thing.
decision
Yeah.
to jump and start a comedy journey.
Yeah, dude. But I remember it was like
We gotta wrap it up pretty soon. I don't want it to be completely.
I'm getting the
ruined.
light.
I'm sorry, but I just don't want this episode to be ruined by the battery dying.
Can we just talk about Gracie's real quick?
Yeah, just a very quick because I think
Yeah.
it's gonna die very pretty soon.
Gracie's Tax Bar is
Downtown
about to
Phoenix.
get its 5-year anniversary. It's on right off McKinley and Roosevelt. It is 711 North 7th Avenue. We have an amazing staff here. I care so much about the customers, and I'm not fucking around. Like, we all like to party and have fun and drink, and this is an amazing bar. It's the coolest place in the world.
And you have anything coming up? Like you have the mic you're running.
Every Thursday, I host an open mic at the Wayward Tap House off of Grand Avenue.
It's a good one.
Granite Pizza does one at the same time, and we like to flip-flop. Other than that, you can watch our videos on my Instagram or on his YouTube.
Our sketches.
And we're gonna be making some more videos for sure.
Absolutely, we're going to work on
Yeah.
more stuff. So check that out on my YouTube channel
Yeah.
for future videos and stuff like that. Chris Banks, your Instagram is.
My Instagram is CHRISBV as in Victor NKS.
Yeah, and then check out my Instagram, Dustin Hadlock, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And Chris, I thank you very much. I appreciate you for helping me out with this, and I appreciate Gracie's and Mar and all that for helping me out, and everybody who works here for helping me out with the show that we did before this. And come check it out.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shit.
Sorry I had to end it kind of soon. I think it was a little bit long.
Was it?
It was like a good length. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. Have a good night.
Love you all.
All right, sweet.